Hi, my name is Paul LaJoy. Over the last 15 years, I have bought and built and exited over 15 small businesses, resulting in a net worth in the 8 figures for me. But you know what? It was not always that easy. In the early 2000s, I was a CPA, but I knew I wanted to do something different. So I started saving money, and I ended up getting just enough money for a small down payment, and I purchased my first small business. And what's great about that is I still own that business, my hardwood floor company. But being a CPA, you thought I had it all figured out, but I didn't. And I was scared as hell of what I had just gotten myself into, and it was super scary. And for several years, I made mistake after mistake after mistake, and it ended up costing me several hundreds of thousands of dollars because I didn't know what I was doing. And it took probably about 5 years for me to really figure out how to run businesses, how to increase my margins, how to hire and fire people and all that sort of stuff, and just the whole operations of running a business. It took me about 5 years. And from on the purchasing a business perspective, probably around business number 3, maybe even business number 4, so maybe 5 or 7 years into this process, I finally became comfortable on how to buy a business, how to value it properly, how to read, understand what owners' add backs are, things like that. So business number 3 or 4, and I'm finally becoming comfortable. So you know what's great about this entire process? If we can go ahead and fast forward this 20 years, and over those last 20 years, man, I've accumulated a shitload of knowledge. And what I've done is I've created a community that equips people with the knowledge and know-how, the tools, and the network to do it yourself. And not just do it yourself right the first time out of the gate. Well, first off, you're getting $40,000 of exceptionally well-written legal documents from a top 20 US firm. It's a plug and play. There's 30 documents in here. Every document you could ever possibly want or need to run or start your first business is here. You're gonna get access to over 2,000 business brokers inside the United States. You get their contact information. They're gonna know who you are coming from my community. That's a plug and play on deal sourcing and looking at businesses to buy. You're gonna get access to over 20 hours of training videos that I shot, 70 different topics. You think buying a business, you need to know 5 or 10 things? Well, I shot videos on 70 things, 20 hours. That's all my personal experience over the last 25 years. All the knowledge I've accumulated are all coming out in all of those videos. You're also gonna get access to my Rolodex, right? So I'm gonna open up my Rolodex. These are all my personal contacts that I use to run businesses on a day-to-day basis. My CPAs, my attorneys, my real estate brokers, insurance brokers, business valuation guys, lenders, all my SBA lenders, all that sort of stuff. You're gonna get access to all of that. And number 5, here's the one that is awesome, right? That I think you're gonna get the biggest bang for your buck for. And that is you're gonna get access to my weekly live deal review. So you're gonna look at deals that maybe I'm currently in the process of buying. We're gonna throw up financial statements, and we're gonna look for all the red flags, and we're gonna verify all the add backs, and we're all gonna come up collectively on what we think a valuation is. And then we're going to, what are the terms on the deal? What are we gonna offer them? Is it 10% seller carry, and what's my down payment, and how much loan do I get, and are they gonna retain any equity? And then if it's not my deal, it's a current community member deal that we're gonna look at. So if what you heard today excites you and you really wanna buy a business the right way, because there is definitely a wrong way to do it, I highly recommend you sign up for my 14-day free trial into my community, right? You're gonna get access to all of this stuff, my legal docs and the videos and all this sort of stuff, and see what we're all about. Highly recommend you join in today. Click below and let's get started.